Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another weekly edition of Southern Rounds. Here we are again, y'all. I'm your host, Kevin Mack, and it is good to see you. Welcome to this edition of Southern Rounds. We got some great singer-songwriters and artists here with us this evening, and we're so glad that you can be joining us. If you're new to the Southern Rounds family, let me tell you a little bit about ourselves. We are an online songwriter in the round, kind of like a Bluebird Cafe listening room vibe that we've been doing since September of 2020. We've kept it rocking through 2021. We're glad you're here. You're going to hear some of your favorite songs cut by big artists, some songs you never heard before, some new songwriters, new artists. It's going to be a good time. I'm your host, Kevin Miggity Mack, and it is good to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, we got David Borné, but I like to say Borné. He is here tonight with Levi Lowrey and Ben Chapman. Ben Chapman and Levi Lowrey, they're here tonight, y'all. Give it up. We are going to have a good time picking and grinning. Boys, welcome to Southern Rounds. I like to call this pick, passing. You know, we're just going to pick and pass the songs along and have a good time. We got people watching us. If you're watching us, please comment. Please tip the songwriters. All the money that you tip goes directly to the songwriter. So please feel free to tip. And if you got requests, if you have questions you want to ask, I will relay those questions to the songwriters. And we're going to find out what happens in a songwriter room. What happens? How do these guys come up with these songs? It's just, we want to experience it all. So y'all, welcome to Southern Rounds. Let's kick it off with the homie, David Borné. How are you, David?
I'm wonderful.
Good.
Thank you, Kevin Miggity Mac.
Miggity Mac. It's good to be here. Man, it's so good to see y'all. It's been a while, and we had fun during sound check catching up, and excited to hear these songs you're gonna be playing. David, tell us a little bit about yourself, man, and Ben, you'll do the same. David, tell the folks watching where you're from, what brought you to Nashville, how long you've been in town, how long you've been writing tunes and jamming.
Yeah, well, I've been writing tunes and jamming since I was a teenager, and I came up playing music in like college bars, or high school parties. Moved to college bars in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, at LSU, and did that and the cover game there for. So I was 26, and then moved to Nashville in 2010, and did that whole scene there down on Division Street at Losers and Winners, and started writing songs with other people in Nashville, and people like D. Vincent Williams, who I met through a lot of these guys, and get to know Wyatt and Levi and crazy people like Zach Brown, and which would kind of lead me to this crew and Patrick Davis, who runs Songwriters in Paradise. And I'm just lately been getting back into writing, using writing kind of as my own therapy, like how it started, which has been cool, which I'd forgotten, I think, that I had that tool in my belt, especially as COVID kind of was like that. Most of my mental state in COVID felt pretty good, but it was a game of runs for sure. And so
well, man, you that's a great story of coming to town, and I love what you just said, having the writing songs in your tool belt, because I think, we're so, everyone in general is always chasing something. Sometimes it's nice just to not chase nothing, sit back and just write something. That's the one that usually hooks what you were chasing anyway. So,
right.
Well, Mr. Borné, play a song for us, man?
I would
Tell us what
love
you're
to.
talking about,
I'll
man.
play. I'll play a song. I was at one of the last hangs before the lockdown at my friend Colin Elmore's house. Who's a great artist. We were sitting on his piano with our other friend Bree Kennedy, and she's a phenomenal singer songwriter as well, and she's just blowing up on like a huge level, and like a, I don't know, she's kind of a more poppy artist. Poppy, that's good. I'll tell her I called her Poppy, and we were just kind of sitting around his piano, and we wrote this song, or the first verse at least, and then finished it later on. And it kind of just became a mantra of the COVID times for all of us, and it was cool. So sometimes you plan to write a song, and sometimes it just happens when, like, everyone else at the party is like annoyed because we're not participating because we're around a piano. And it's called Clarity. It goes like this. There's a picture in the corner of the back of my mind, a picture I can barely see, of a fresh face misplaced, not made for this place. Boy, he looks a lot like me. The windows closed, the windows open. When you can't go on, keep on going. Learn to shine in the darkness. The road from pain can lead to peace. And when you hurt, don't disregard it. You gotta cut through the clouds to catch a peak. Clarity. Clarity. There's a mystery in the middle of the hole in your chest, a mystery you're done to solve. Just pay attention, listen, the thing you're missing's been with you all along. And hearts that break beat unbroken, 'cause when hope was lost, they kept on hoping. So learn to shine in the darkness. All roads from pain can lead to peace. And when you hurt, don't get disheartened. You gotta run through the rain to really see clarity. Clarity.
Man, that was beautiful. Great job, man.
Thanks, man.
That
Dude.
that was awesome. Dude, I don't know why, but I just heard John Mayer all over that. That just sounded like a John Mayer smash, something he would do. You hear so many different things here on Southern Rounds, guys. We hear stuff like, just some dog shit country stuff, and then we hear bluegrass stuff, and then we hear stuff like that. And that was just beautiful, man. Great job.
Thanks, man.
David,
Great job, man.
that's a hell of a song,
It
man.
really is. The thing too about Southern Rounds, if you're ever feeling down on yourself, just come here. We're gonna make you feel really good about yourself. But again, no one plays bad songs on the Southern Rounds. Great job, brother. So good, Mr. Borné.
Cheers, thanks, K-Mac.
Yeah, man. He's gonna come back around. Now this next fella that'd be to your right. Is he to your right? Yeah, he's to your right.
Yep, to his right.
Mr. Ben Chapman, y'all. Make him feel welcome here on Southern Rounds.
No.
So, Mr. Ben Chapman, buddy, I remember when you first came to town, me, you, Wyatt, and Shannon Wilson had sushi together.
We did.
And that hair, and I remember Shannon telling us, "This is my buddy Ben. He's moving to town," and that hair wasn't quite as long back then, man. I ain't seen you in a hot minute, but it's good to see you, buddy. One of the fresh new faces here in Nashville, Tennessee. A great guitar player, great singer, great songwriter. And what I love about him is the drive and saying, you know what, I met your mom and daddy too down there at Revival, and
Oh yeah,
got a good
man.
family supporting them, and it's good to see you, my friend. So you haven't been in Nashville long, but let the people know where you're from and what brought you here and what you're doing.
Yeah, man. I'm actually from Georgia, a little town called Lafayette. And it's not Lafayette, Lafayette.
Lafayette.
But super close to Chattanooga, Tennessee, so not too far at all. And like you were saying, my buddy Channing Wilson pretty much was like, "Hey, dude, if you want to take songwriting seriously," because I've been doing it since my story's kind of similar to Dave's, just playing the cover scene, and then I really got into songwriting. And he was like, "Dude, you got to come to Nashville if you want to take it seriously." So I moved up here when I was 21, and then that's when we had the sushi date. And now I'm 23, and so 2 years in town. And,
you old man. You're an old man.
Old man, starting to get gray hairs. And just recently signed a publishing deal at Hang Your Hat, and it's a joint venture with Concord. So
nice.
Just getting in the room with some of my songwriting heroes. So just living right now.
Cool, man. Well, listen, we're going to talk more about Ben. We got a whole hour and a half show, and he's got some cool news we're going to talk about. But ladies and gentlemen, let's give you a little bit of taste of what Mr. Ben Chapman does. Come on, Ben, play us something.
This one's called Two Ring Circus. I wrote it with my buddy Adam James, and he's one of my new songwriting buddies, and he's really awesome. So he just recently had a #1 with Kenny Chesney. So
nice.
You know how I am, as crazy as ever. But you don't give a damn, for worse or for better. You've seen us fly and fall, and you still ain't scared. So pick a Saturday somewhere in the South, and I'll meet you there. And you can wear wild, wild, I'll wear these old blue jeans. And we can dance all night in the light of a golden moonbeam, just like we dream. 'Cause this hillbilly highway, how I wrecked it, I'm working, makes your daddy nervous. But I hope that you're down and joining this clown, a two-ring circus. You can roll with me from town to town, and let the love we're making spin these wheels around. 'Cause this honky-tonk ride, Lord, ain't for everyone. You could've run, said that you're done, but you still hang on. So you can wear wild, wild, I'll wear these old blue jeans. And we can dance all night in the light of a golden moonbeam, just like we dreamed. 'Cause this hillbilly highway, how I wrecked it, I'm working, makes your daddy nervous, but I hope that you're down and joining this clown in a two-ring circus. I sure hope you're down and joining this clown in a two-ring circus.
So that guy had a #1 with Kenny Chesney.
Yeah.
Well, he's about to have another one with you, man, because that's a big
Oh,
old
man.
hitty. Good job,
dude.
buddy.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, buddy. It's good. Man,
Great song.
people are loving it, man. People are commenting. They're saying, Ben, what a great song.
So
They're
good.
saying it's great to hear you. Everyone's
Oh.
watching you. So it's welcome.
Appreciate everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, man, it's a beautiful song, dude. Y'all gonna hear more from Ben Chapman coming up here on Southern Rounds. Y'all are in for a treat. He's got some exciting news we're gonna be talking about. But we're gonna pass it on to my brother from another mother, Mr. Levi Lowrey from Yesterday's Wine, from Levi Lowrey, from he is just he's in that little square right there. Let's get Levi. There he is.
Hey,
There's Levi. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well, man. How about you?
I'm doing good. Levi, it's good to see you. We got people watching. Someone just said, Levi is in the house. This is going to be so good. You got some fans out there watching, man.
That is true. I am in my house.
He is in his house in Georgia, and he's in his studio down in his basement where a lot of records have been being made here lately. Levi's a great songwriter and performer and artist, but he's jumped into the producer chair. And I know we recently talked, and I've been listening to, you sent me some songs, and it just got released. About Jukebox Rehab, a band you've been working with, and you know,
man.
tell us a little bit about that. How was that being in the producer chair
Dude.
working on that record?
Those guys made it really easy, man. They're just really talented. They can play everything, and vocally, they're just out of this world. I think they got big things ahead of them for sure. But that was easy. That was an easy one to work on. I just kind of had to set everything up and press record, and they took care of the rest. But
Yeah, man. Well, they're
there's
going
a
to be on
great little EP that they just put out, so go check them out if you can. Jukebox Rehab.
Jukebox Rehab, produced by Mr. Levi Lowrey, and they're going to be on the Carolina Country Music Festival with me and you and all the boys from Southern Rounds
That's
next
right.
month. June in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It's going to be good to play some live shows. But, Levi, you're like me. We're the OGs of Southern Rounds, man, and we've been here for a while. And what are you going to play for us? Is it something people have heard before? Is it something one of your favorites? Is it something new? What are you going to do?
I think I started looking around and being down here in the studio, I'm surrounded what you can't see. You see a bunch of stuff behind me, but what you can't see is all the Star Wars paraphernalia on my desk. And I've got this Yoda figure over there that inspired this song, actually.
Okay.
I was writing with my buddy Brother Shine, and we kind of hit a case of writer's block, and I got this figure over there that you press a button on him, and he just says phrases from the movies. And I said, well, let's just press Yoda's button, and whatever he says, we'll write about that. And so that's what we did. I was also listening to a lot of Roger Miller at the time, so that's what this is how it came out.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Well, you're waking up on Christmas and your furnace took a little vacation. You're huddled in the bedroom with the children and the boutique's cold. That's real cold. You're pining for a fire and you're longing for a higher station. In a hurry just to worry about your cousins coming digging for gold. But let it go just where it wants to, let it roll just where it may. You find yourself sleeping just a little bit better at the end of the day. There's a lot of things to count on and a whole lot more you can't. If you find yourself a wishing your condition was a different, buddy, all you gotta do is wait. Well, you're laying in the shade and you say you got it made, now don't you? A pocket full of paper and some shiny alligator shoes. Well, put it all on credit thinking you may not regret it, but listen to the cracking of the maple tree limb falling down on you. But let it go just where it wants to, let it roll just where it may. You find yourself sleeping just a little bit better at the end of the day. There's a lot of things to count on and a whole lot more you can't. If you find yourself a wishing your condition was a different, buddy, all you gotta do is wait. Hey, 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 hey. Now you're redecorating and you're doing the renovations to bathrooms. You got a 4.5 and a clawfoot bathtub too. You're building her a palace while she's sipping from a chalice, I'm thinking. One final coat of paint and she can get rid of you. But let it go just where it wants to, let it roll just where it may. You find yourself sleeping just a little bit better at the end of the day. There's a lot of things to count on and a whole lot more you can't. If you find yourself a wishing your condition was a different, buddy, all you gotta do is wait. If you find yourself a wishing your condition was a different, buddy, all you gotta do is wait.
Come on, man. I never get tired of that song. It's a great tune, man. Hey, Levi,
Thanks,
let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. Like, sometimes, like, I'll get caught on an artist. Like, I'm a big Beach Boys fan, man. Big Brian Wilson fan. You know, and so it's like, for a time there, all I was listening to was the Beach Boys. And it's like every time I was getting in the writing room, I thought I was going to write the next hit for the Beach Boys since Kokomo. And it's like everything I wrote was a Beach Boys song. Is that kind of like, because you said you were listening to a lot of Roger Miller, and then you come up, does that affect you too? Like what you're listening to, what you bring into the writer's room, or?
Yeah, I don't think it's avoidable.
Yeah.
I think it's just it's kind of osmosis, you know?
Yeah.
You just kind of put out what you've been putting in.
I wrote a song, man. It had like 7 modulations, the ooh stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Who the hell? No one will ever cut this."
The good stuff.
I'm like, are they even still alive and cutting records? But
Borné kind of reminds me of that a little bit. He uses a lot of the key changes and I don't know whether it's Beatles-esque or Beach Boys-esque. They were both influenced by the same people, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I love it when it's done right, and he does it right. It's amazing.
Well, speaking of Borné doing it right, he better do it right now because we're pick passing it right back to Brother Borné.
This was a good one. I was gonna do this one anyway, so this works out because this has some weird stuff in it. But I wrote this song with a songwriter in Nashville. His name is Ruben Bidez, Bidez, and he's you mentioned the Beatles, Levi. He's a George Harrison clone almost, musically, physically, and just one of those really cool characters that I had a melody in my head, and it just made me think of Ruben. And so I called him up. I'm like, hey, I'd love to try to write a song with this melody I got, and he's like, head over to my place. He lived in Madison, and I was on my way there, and it was one of those like very glary rainy days where it's like still sunny, everything's just gray and shiny, and I almost had wrecked into this car. Like I was on the interstate and I was getting over and I didn't see a car and they honked at me, and the crisis was averted. But I remember, just thought to myself, it was a silver like CRV or something, and I was like, that car was the color of the rain. And so then I was like, boom, I've got a title to bring to Ruben. And I tell him this, I sit down, tell him that whole story, and color of the rain. I got this melody, and he's smoking a hookah in his living room, and he just like rips this hookah and he blows it, and he's like, rain is just the color of whatever's behind it. And I was like, oh man, this is gonna be funny. And then we wrote this in like 10 minutes, and it was just really cool. And I'm gonna cut this song. It's not been cut by anyone. She's the color of the rain. She's a mother of the soul. They should tell you when you meet her that she'll never let you go. She's a beat of the heart. She's a blue in my blood. So much deeper than the surface, so much stronger than the flood.
and she keeps falling on my window pane. No, she never looks the same. She's the color of the rain. The rain. She's the color of the rain. The rain. She's a moon in the sky. She's a turning of the tide. She's a salt in the water, the horizon line. She's an electric storm. She's a child just born. She's a chill in the air when you just got warm. And she keeps falling on my window pane. No, she never looks the same. She's the color of the rain. How it haunts me, leaves me wanting rain. I'm calling, hear me calling, keep falling on my window pane. No, she never looks, she just keeps falling on my window pane. No, she never looks the same. She's the color of the rain. The rain. She's the color of the rain. The rain.
I'm telling you, somebody needs to be sending John Mayer his songs. Like, these are smashes after smashes after smashes.
So
after I
good,
haven't
man.
heard this shit before, it's smashes. Everyone watching, don't you agree? Like, these are great songs, man. And I hope I don't disrespect you by saying that, because
I feel no, I'm no
because you
disrespect.
sing 'em
That's
great.
a high praise.
Yeah, man, but it's like, it's just like I can just hear that. I hear that influence, and I keep saying that with you because, he's so influenced by so many different genres and people, and I can tell you are too. So maybe that's why.
No, huge
I keep-
influence. I mean, he was like, when I was learning guitar, like John Mayer came out, it's like I had learned how to play, at least for like what I was trying to do. I just wanted to all I wanted to do was learn how to sing songs and play them, like, and write them. And I never had like being good at guitar and like ripping, like, never had any need for it. It was like as I was like, I learned chords and rhythm and like learned how to sing and play. But then John Mayer came out, and it was like stuff you never, chords, like jazz. He had so much jazz influence. So it was
And
like
when he came out through such, the pop scene, it's like, yo,
Yeah.
this dude, like, it's like not what was happening. And I think that was a perfect time in the music industry to see that you don't always have to follow the lead of what's popular, and then this thing just cuts through. And I mean, that's what I hear in your songs, man. These songs cut through, and I can tell a lot of people are commenting and just loving it. And every minute, I know I am.
Thank you, people.
Yeah, thank you.
Happy to be here
Yeah.
with people.
There you go, man. And listen, if you're watching, just please, if you're tipping, just know that they go to the Songwriters here on Southern Rounds, and they surely do appreciate it. And we're so glad you all can join us every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, Southern Rounds. So, all right, David, well, let's go ahead and pass it on to Mr. Ben Chapman sitting there so patiently. Ben, tell the people what you got going on, man. We were talking during sound check. Tell them about your record you got coming out this fall, and maybe play us something off of it if you want, or tell us about it.
Yeah, totally. Hopefully we just recorded a 13-song full-length record, so hopefully we're gonna get our ducks in a row and put it out by the fall. But that's
Right.
the plan now. So we're kind of in the planning stage of all that stuff, and when the single should come out, or a few singles, or
But the
whatever the
record-
plan may be.
The record's done and recorded and ready to rock.
It is. It's ready to rock.
All right, cool. And what's the?
Yeah.
What, can you tell us what it's called? What's your record called?
It's going to be called Hippie Speedball.
Now, what is a hippie speedball?
It's a little bit of coffee and some pot.
Okay, nice.
In the morning.
All right.
Is when I tend to like it the
It's
most.
a coffee pot. All right, I'm here all night, folks. Just for Hillbilly Speedball, right? Hillbilly Speedball.
Hippie Speedball.
Hippie speed. I'm the hillbilly.
No
Speedball.
Hillbilly Speedball.
I'm the hillbilly speedball. You're the hippie speedball. Come on, man. Play something from that hippie speedball record.
I wrote this with my girlfriend Meg McCree, who is also an awesome singer-songwriter, and also from Georgia. But we wrote this one during the pandemic when it was getting super weird. So we wrote this out on the porch, and one morning we were like, "Well, crap, let's start playing that." So.
Up at the crack of a little, sitting in the morning light. Drink my cup of Folgers, spark it up, and I take the flight. Well, burning holes in my folding chair, my screws are coming loose. I guess that's just a side effect from the everyday use. Nobody needs to worry, but I'm doing alright. Now I ain't on the pills and I hardly drink a wine. Well, it ain't no blood, but it'll slow your roll, and it suits me just fine. Now I get my fix on what they call the hippie speedball. It's a classic combination, some say it kills my motivation. They tried it just one time, may see what I was saying. Well, up there in the city, they put all their money up their nose. But down here in the country, we got time to watch our grass grow. Well, nobody needs to worry, but I'm doing alright. Now I ain't on the pills and I hardly drink a wine. Well, it ain't no blow, but it'll slow your roll, and it suits me just fine. Now I get my fix on what they call the hippie speedball. Coffee cup, ashtray, roll up, mama, you know I can't wait. Not a cloud in the sky, won't be coming down for a while. Coffee cup, ashtray, roll it up, mama, you know I can't wait. Not a cloud in the sky, won't be coming down for a while. Nobody needs to worry, but I'm doing alright. Now I ain't on the pills and I hardly drink wine. Well, it ain't no blow, but it'll slow your roll, and it suits me just fine. Now I get my fix on what they call the hippie speedball.
Come on now, come on, y'all. Mr. Ben Chapman with the hippie speedball, the original coffee pot.
That's right.
There.
That's right.
Great, man. Title track of the record?
It is, yes.
I bet your girlfriend's happy about that, man. It's like,
Oh,
come on,
yeah.
sweetie. Baby, I'm going to put your song as the title track. So don't you worry about it. That's
That's
great.
right. Don't even worry about it, baby.
Don't worry about it. I got you. Great job, man. We can't wait for that to come out. I'm sure we're going to be hearing some more tunes off of that record by
Of
Mr.
course.
Ben Chapman, man. We're excited
Yeah,
for
man.
you. 2
you,
years, man.
brother.
2 years since you came down. I seen you in a trucker hat with short hair. Now you got long hair and a record, son. No more sushi. It was sushi. We're gonna be having filet mignon with this thing. We're selling aluminum here in Nashville, Tennessee, y'all. Come on, Mr. Ben Chapman on Southern Rounds. Great job, man.
Thanks,
Let's
brother.
take it to my brother, Mr. Levi Lowrey, man. I was gonna say something, then I forgot what I was gonna say because I got caught on the hippie speedball. I can't remember what I was going to say. Me and Levi, we're playing. Again, like we said, we're at a. You can catch me and Levi. We're going to be playing the Carolina Country Music Festival next month in Myrtle Beach, June. I think it's like 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. We'll be doing Southern rounds there. So it's sold out too, by the way. So
I did. I saw that after you mentioned it when we were checking earlier. I was like, we should definitely mention that. So you can't go if you'd like to. You can't.
Man, you know what's funny, dude? It's like I think people didn't think it was going to sell out. And like after it sold out, my friends were like, hey, man, can you get me tickets? I'm like, nah, I don't think I can. I don't know if they're going to let my ass in.
I know. I can't even get myself a ticket.
I know. But me and Levi will be there. It'll be fun. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in person again, my friend.
I'm looking forward to seeing you too, brother. You're playing on the big stage, right?
We're playing Saturday. My band, Kevin Mack and the Homies, will be playing.
That's going to be a good show, man.
At 3 p.m. We'll be cranking Granny Drinks Whiskey on the main stage with the Homies. So it'll be fun, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Levi, what are you going to do for us, buddy?
You know, I'll do this one. I usually do this one with Wyatt. He's not here, and I figured I'd give it a shot myself. But I wrote this one with Wyatt Durrett, and the Zac Brown Band ended up cutting it. I think by the time it was done, by the time they got it ready for the record, I think 3 or 4 people wrote on it. I'm not sure how many people are listed as songwriters, but I think it's like the entire Zac Brown Band and me and Wyatt. And I think the reason they did that actually was because they took this song that we wrote, and it actually was kind of a slow ballad. Wyatt had the idea came to him. He woke up, with his son staring him in the face when he was younger, and some of the words occurred to him, and he brought it to me, and we finished it together. And it's a slow, kind of pretty song, but Zac took it and made a barn burner of a bluegrass kind of country hit out of it. But we like to play it a little bit slower, and so maybe you can hear a word or two in there. "I'm 30,000 feet above this city where I fell in love with you, and the fading country skyline brings an urban lullaby that still rings true. When I passed you on the street that day, could've let that red scarf fly away, like any chance I had of keeping you. Like the northern wind a-blowing, my lonely heart was frozen. Never knew I'd find a way to break yours too. Where the wind blows, babe, you can bet I'll be riding high with it, holding on for my dear life just like I always did. Just close your eyes, babe, take a breath, say my name and I'll be there. My love will find you anywhere, anywhere, my love. Those city lights look like a country sky, staring at the stars turned upside down. I wish you may, I wish you might find it in your heart to stick around. I hate it had to end this way. Tomorrow is a brand new day. The chances here to love are precious few. There's someone out there waiting for a sweet good time and lady to make you smile the way I always wanted to. Where the wind blows, babe, you can bet I'll be riding high with it, holding on for my dear life just like I always did. Just close your eyes, babe, take a breath, say my name and I'll be there. My love will find you anywhere, anywhere, my love. I'll fly all night, your memory's my lullaby, the love won't lie. But if it's love done right, you'll be waiting on the other side, arms open wide, if love don't lie. Where the wind blows, babe, you can bet I'll be riding high with it, holding on for my dear life just like I always did. Just close your eyes, babe, take a breath, say my name and I'll be there. My love will find you anywhere, anywhere. My love will find you anywhere, anywhere. My love will find you anywhere, anywhere. My love.
One of my favorite Zach Brown Band songs, man. Great
Thanks,
job.
brother.
Great job. What a great song, dude. And, you know, the fact that song, too, what you should really be proud of, besides having a big old top 10 with it with Zach Brown Band, is the fact Mike Judge
Yeah,
is the one who did the music video.
I know, man. It's pretty crazy.
Please just don't mind. Mike did Beavis and Butthead, too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, Beavis and Butthead, King of the Hill.
King of the Hill.
Damn it, Bobby.
Office Space,
Office Space.
That's right.
Yeah, dude.
Silicon Valley.
Dude,
He's
he
a
did.
genius.
You wrote a song. I bet you when you were writing that, when Wyatt was looking into his son's face, I wonder if he knew what he was about to create would be created by Beavis and Butthead.
No, man.
Main man. It's like, oh, son, thank you so much.
That thing, it was like the thing escalated really quickly.
Yeah.
Like it went from a sweet little ballad to
Hey, Beavis
just-
and Butthead's guys gonna do this. We're gonna speed it up times 10.
right.
You know.
I'm so glad they did.
Yeah, shit,
I
yeah,
am.
man. Such a great song. Hey, guys, Southern Rounds, it's Levi Lowrey, your host, Kevin Mack. Southern Rounds is every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So good to see you. Listen, if you're watching, wherever you're watching, please share it. If you're on social media, if you're on Facebook watching, please take this little thing you're watching and share it so your friends can see it and tell them to share it. And let's share it and spread the love of original music, y'all. This is where it all happens here on Southern Rounds every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Let's go ahead and take it to Mr. Borné. Are you still with us?
I'm
Are
here,
you guys,
man.
You guys doing? You guys ain't hippie coffee potting in there, are you?
Hippie potting.
Hippie speedballing over here.
Hippie speedballing. Dude, you gotta admit that coffee pot was pretty good.
That was a
Like,
That was great.
That
You
was
should-
on the fly.
That's a merch
That's what I'm
mecca
saying,
right
dude.
there.
I'll just take $1 t-shirt when you sell it. Just do hippie speedball and then underdo the original coffee pot. That's what you gotta do. bro.
Just sell coffee pots.
I'm all
That's
about.
right.
Yeah, dude, that'd be dope.
That's
Yeah,
killer.
That's
That's
what
what we
we gotta do.
need.
Pick them
Yeah.
up in Walmart any town that you're in, and then upsell them for $20 more a piece. You're good to
Ben,
go.
if there's
here we
anyone
go.
who will make merch out of a freaking song, it's your boy Kevin Mack. I'll talk to you after. We're gonna be selling some coffee pot. All right, come on, Mr. Borné, what you gonna do
You
for
could
us,
have a
buddy?
Ben X instead of a Kim X.
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
I'll do. So I have a songwriter friend named Benji Davis who I grew up with. I've known Benji since we were in 6th grade, and he's always been a big inspiration to me. Like, and with music, I mean, he was writing songs when we were kids, putting out records as like a 15-year-old. He actually just got his first #1 song with Jake Owen, "Made for You."
Nice.
A couple of weeks ago, which is awesome. And so Benji and I came up to Nashville about the same time together and lived together for a while. And then fast forward to a couple years ago, I had another songwriter friend named Charlie Mars, who's from Mississippi, kind of a folk solo troubadour kind of guy. And he was crashing on my couch for long periods of time. Just like as sometimes your friends do. And one day he was like, we should go to the movies. We should see if Benji wants to go. And I was like, yeah, I'll see. Benji's just never really liked the movies because, you know, you couldn't drink beer at the movies like when we were when we were coming up, and he would never want to go. And so immediately Charlie had that songwriter, you know, light bulb go out, and he starts like talking about like he starts playing guitar and singing about all these movie stars, and I'm like watching him like, what is he doing? What is this song? And then it became this song. It's called Benji Don't Want to Stay, and it's one of my favorites. Charlie recorded it. Charlie Mars, if you want to check out his version of it. Send it out to my boy Benji. I got off around 7. Benji got off around 9. Our buddy hit us up about a party just across the parish line. They had margaritas, Marlon Brando was there. Oh, I saw Ginger Rogers with a butterfly in her hair. Hell, I even heard Dave Crockett telling stories from the wild frontier. But Benji don't wanna stay. Benji don't wanna stay. Benji don't wanna stay, 'cause they don't have beer. Well, the girls had no shirts and the boys had no shoes. All them folks, they looked like they had nothing to lose. Oh, we had marijuana. Oh, I saw Fred Astaire. He was dancing with Ginger Rogers. She had butterflies in her hair. Hell, I even heard Davy Crockett telling stories from the wild frontier. But Benji don't wanna stay. Benji don't wanna stay. Benji don't wanna stay, 'cause they don't have beer. So I miss hanging around with my friends. I miss hanging around with my friends. We had margaritas, Marlon Brando's there. Oh, I saw Ginger Rogers. She had butterflies in her hair. Hell, I even heard Davy Crockett telling stories from the wild frontier. But Benji don't wanna stay. Benji don't wanna stay. Benji don't wanna stay. Benji don't wanna stay. Benji don't wanna stay, 'cause they don't have beer.
Come on, man. What a beautiful song about not having beer.
That's so good.
Now listen, John Mayer, right, could cut that. Like, it was like when you're like, oh, Kevin's full of shit. No. I
believe you.
Oh, what a great
David,
song, man.
I actually just did a show with Charlie, and he played that song. I love the song. We did a private show in
No way. That's amazing.
this private show out in Georgia. I've been playing at this wonderful woman's house. She's had me. She kind of kept me employed through the pandemic.
Oh, that's
She kept
awesome.
having me out playing in her backyard. She's wonderful.
Oh,
But
that's
anyway, she had Charlie show up and play a show too, and he was brilliant. I had no idea that you wrote that song. It's one of my favorites of his.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's Small World. He's
Yeah.
Charlie and I. Yeah, we've had some just epic times.
That's crazy.
He's
I opened
he's a
for
dear
him
friend.
years and years ago. I opened for him in Oxford at Proud Larry's,
Nice.
and he just completely destroyed us. You know, like I was.
That's home turf. I mean, he lived above it.
No, he walked
Like-
downstairs to play the show. Yeah, he was living up there. But yeah, that's
awesome,
incredible, man. I didn't know that you knew him. That's really cool.
Yeah, he doing his seeing Charlie do his solo act for the first time is highly recommended for anybody. It is hysterical.
He's amazing. He really is.
Y'all check him out, man. These boys speak highly of him. And listen, if Levi and Dave are saying he's good, he must be good. I know I'll be doing that. Nina is drinking beer for you, David. She said, this is for you, David.
Thank you, Nina.
Nina has 4 beers, and I know Nina very well, so 4 is really probably like 12 for Nina. So Nina's plastered in New York listening to you, David. She'll start. She's a sweet woman. We love
Thank
you,
you,
Nina. Thank you
Nina.
for watching. And let's just keep passing it all, y'all. I'm gonna take it to Mr. Ben
Benny.
Chapman. You're right. You there, Ben?
I'm here.
Well, man, what you do? You do something from your record again? You got something? Give
Yeah.
people a little teaser. This is coming out this
Totally.
fall.
Totally.
Give them a little teaser. What you're doing, man?
Yeah, man. This one's called Kentucky Deluxe. And wrote it with my buddy Drew Kennedy. He's a Texas singer-songwriter and artist as well. And we wrote it about cheap whiskey and just after a night of a lot of it. And so this one's called Kentucky Deluxe. Oh, got to tune up.
You tune
Party
because you
foul.
care.
Party
No,
foul.
No, it's good, man. When people tune, I say they tune because they care. You know, that's how you can tell a
We
musician.
couldn't even have made it through that one. That was so bad.
Well, I'm as shy as a dime is to a dollar. So it takes a glass or two to find the nerve that'll whisper in a world of shouts and hollers. Need to speak on up so he gets heard. You look like you stepped out of a painting. Climb right from the frame and come to life. Oh, sober, I'm a train wreck in the making. And it does no good to keep my powder dry. If I'm gonna have a shot tonight, well, I'm gonna need to double out on whiskey so I can muster up the kind of buzz to bring my odds at least to 50-50. 'Cause happy chance beats not taking one. Well, I hope this glass of Kentucky looks and guess the cat that's always got my tongue to tuck his tail and run. Well, damn, it went down rougher than a candle. But you sure fan the fire of my flame. And I figured after one more I could handle walking up and asking you your name. So hey brother, how about one more of the same? 'Cause I'm gonna need to double out on whiskey so I can muster up the kind of buzz to bring my odds at least to 50-50. Oh, 'cause happy chance beats not taking one. Well, I hope this glass of Kentucky looks and guess the cat that's always got my tongue to tuck his tail and run. Oh, tuck his tail and run. Oh, tuck his tail and run. 'Cause here goes nothing, son.
That's a great song, man. Beautiful.
Oh,
Beautiful
appreciate
song,
it,
man.
buddy.
I love the oh, it just starts out and it's just so throwback, and then the chorus melody is just so beautiful.
Oh,
What a
thank
great
you,
song.
brother.
Good job, man. Great.
So good.
Appreciate it.
Wouldn't it be some shit, dude? Like it's like if it's like, man, this song sucked ass. it's like, what would you expect? We're just all like, man.
Thanks, man.
Oh, you're like, David, let's get the hell out of here. We're never coming.
I thought you were going to say John Mayer could cut that song.
John Mayer could cut that song.
They really could. I mean, like Blues
Yeah, I
Trio
know.
or whatever.
Oh man.
Somebody get in touch with John Mayer. We got his whole next record sitting right here on Southern Round. No, but I said I was like, man, how funny it would be if it's just like you're watching the show and people are watching. They're like, oh, this is so great, and then the host is like, dude, this song sucks. Like, and all of a sudden we get in a fight. But no,
Why did you put these people through that?
Yeah, why would you do that? Oh man,
Why don't you do this here instead?
Oh my God.
you listen to me, Dewey Cox. Hey,
You don't want none of this, do we?
You don't want none, Dewey. Man, but we don't play shitty songs on Southern Rounds, y'all. That's a part of our the contracts that we send out to these songwriters is no shitty songs, and they don't play shitty songs on Southern Rounds every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern with your host Kevin Mack or Dave Kennedy, whichever week it is. One of us will be hosting, and this week you got Kevin Miggity Mack, Ben Chapman, Mr. Levi Lowrey is next. We love you, Ben. We're so excited for this record coming out, man. I can't wait. When it comes out, man, I'm gonna have me a hippie speedball.
That's right. Hey, on me.
On you. We'll just all get
right.
together and have a hippie speedball parade.
Sign
Yeah.
coffee pots and shit.
Pot with your record, and I want you to sign it for me. That's what I'm
Done.
Let's pass it on to Mr. Levi Lowrey. He's gonna play us a shitty song here. Levi, I miss you, man. Levi, like we said, he's been busy producing and writing and getting ready to get out playing and stuff. You know, it's funny what you were talking about the pandemic, man. it's so surreal that like there's like there's light at the end of the tunnel. We're gonna get to be playing shows and get to be doing things because I mean we can actually say, man, we lived through a pandemic. This is crazy, and that you know that what we went through last year as musicians. I don't like to harp on it too much because it's in the past, and I kind of like to forget about it. But it took a toll. Like you said, that lady kept you employed and helped you playing shows through the pandemic to keep a lot of
Yeah.
musicians afloat because a lot of people don't the music industry really was the first one to get no one gives a shit, you're out,
Right.
bye,
Right. Not
but
essential.
yeah, not essential, but yet people were in their houses cooped up doing what? Watching movies and listening to music and
Watching live streams. Yeah.
watching live streams. And that's what Southern Rounds is. And, we're very thankful to Wyatt and Richard Blackstone, Nina, Chris Paterno, Graham, and all the guys behind the scenes who put this together because they gave us an outlet to get out and be able, I always tell people, man, writing songs and performing for us is like going and playing golf, but it's like that's what I tell my wife. It's like I need to do it, or like guys who go fishing, or guys who go play poker. Like we got to go jam and play. And when the pandemic hit, man, like I didn't, me, Levi. I'm like,
You went crazy.
I went crazy, dude. I was
Yeah.
in jail. I was like, this is not gonna be good. Like this is not good. And so
Seclusion's not good for you.
No. I have to talk to people, bro. And I'm just talking to Owen and my dog like all the time. And
Right.
I started losing my freaking mind. And then we got to do this. And we're going to keep doing this because I do still think that the live streams are a great outlet, during the week when people on a Wednesday night, you're not going out to the bars or going to a festival. We'll still be here at 8 p.m. Eastern every Wednesday. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for sticking with us since last September. We're almost coming up on a year of doing Southern Rounds every Wednesday, man. It's we're chugging through. So thank you all for your support, for supporting songwriters, supporting artists, supporting the arts, because we need an outlet just like you need it. So we're appreciative of you appreciating us and us appreciating you. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Levi Lowrey, what are you doing for us, bud?
And I'll play you one that I wrote during the pandemic, actually. Kind of had this idea and I was up in Nashville and presented it to the Davison brothers. I was up there writing with them. So it was me, the Davison brothers, and Vince Herman from Leftover Salmon. Actually wrote this tune. Where have all the good days been? The ones you wish that would never end. It seems like lately they just let me down. Lord, I wish those days would come back around. Back around. Back in the days of my early dreams, I never thought I'd see the things I've seen. Well, I can see them now, but they're faded gray. Like autumn leaves, they just blow away. Blow away. Oh, I believe in the morning, the sun will rise another day. Even when the darkest clouds are forming, we'll find another way. We'll find another way. All the roads that we've been down led us back here to this old town. All the generations gone before taught us how to live a little more. Live a little more. Oh, I believe in the morning, clouds are forming, we'll find another way. We'll find another way. Take my hand, we'll make it through. There's nothing you and I can't do. We'll walk this road till kingdom come. Sit back and look at the things we've done. All the things we've done. Oh, I believe in the morning the sun will rise another day. And even when the darkest clouds are forming, we'll find another way. We'll find another way. We'll find another way.
Beautiful, man. What a great
Thank you,
song.
brother.
Man, so good. Nothing to say there, but Mr. Levi Lowrey. I think we'll just let that song speak for itself.
Thank you, brother.
It's so good.
So
you wrote,
good.
You wrote that with the Davison brothers?
Yeah, it was the Davison brothers, and Vince Herman was in town. He actually, he said it was his first co-write he's ever done,
Really?
which blew my mind. That guy's a genius. But yeah, got to write with him, and I think we ended up with like 5 songs that day.
Wow.
Everybody was leaving, and I waited till, I guess I just waited till it was too late, but I selfishly pulled out that idea and just started playing it, and they sat back down and wrote it with me. So
Nice.
yeah.
Our buddies, the Davison brothers, you've seen those guys here on Southern Rounds. They've been they've played a couple times. Great guys from West Virginia. If you're watching, boys, we love you.
They'll
We
be at the
miss you.
Carolina Country Music Fest too.
Yep, they'll be down there too. Getting the old band back together, y'all. We gonna
Yeah.
do it. These old boys are gonna try to keep on keeping on. But that's Mr. Levi Lowrey, one of the original OGs of Southern Rounds. And you know what? It's great, man. Let's keep on going.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Oh yeah.
Come on, David. What you gonna do for us, man?
I think I'm gonna do do this one. All right, this
Okay.
is,
Ladies and gentlemen, this is called
This
Do This
one.
One.
No, this was like y'all have songs that y'all just like lose, like songs you've written that disappear. Kind of like I was over the beginning of quarantine. I kept kind of singing this song that had Stardust in it, and like I was like, "What is this song?" And I hit up. It kind of reminded me of my buddy Ross Cooper, and I was like, "Did we write a song called Stardust?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, man." And he sent me the work tape of it, and I guess at the time I wrote it, I probably believed in accidents more than I do now. And so I had kind of lost it, and then it came back around, and I kind of been playing it just all through the last year. It's called Stardust. It goes like this. I've been in love, I've been in mourning, I felt the winds of change blowing without a warning. I've seen stars of every color, I've seen people risk their hearts to heal another's for no reason. So a reason that we ain't all just stardust. No, nothing ever happened just because. It's a bold claim, words won't explain. And I've seen enough to know I don't know much. But we ain't all just stardust. I've given up and
I've kept on going, and I'm old enough to know that I'm still growing. For every fall, therein lies a lesson. And some say we're only down here for the guessing, for no reason but a reason that we ain't all just stardust. No, nothing ever happened just because. It's a bold claim, words won't explain, and I've seen enough to know I don't know much, but we ain't all just stardust. I've lost my mind, and I've met my maker. I breathe a miracle each morning when I awaken. Time stands still, halting my hurry. Then a calmness comes and washes all my worry, for no reason. It's all feeling. We ain't all just stardust. No, nothing ever happened just because. It's a bold claim, words won't explain, and I've seen enough to know I don't know much, but I've seen enough to know I know just much. We ain't all just stardust.
Well, beautiful. Man, that's so good.
Damn,
man.
dude.
You know what I love about you, man? It's I love songs that make me think on each line. You know, it's like sitting back and just soaking in each line and finding its way through the song. It's just, if you get what I'm saying, it's just
Cool.
it's
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
thinking man song. It's not, it's. I'm sorry to say, it's not what's being played on country radio. It's like, it's
No, but
stuff
that's all good.
that really touches you and pulls you, and that just grabs you, and that's what songs should do. And nothing against the stuff on country radio, but I'd love to hear some of that shit on it too.
Awesome, man.
Beautiful
Thanks for
song.
saying that.
And I
I'm
had
glad
my
you remembered that.
yeah, me too.
Yeah,
bet
me
you remember
too.
that song,
I mean,
dude.
Thank
so
you for
glad.
remembering.
I can't even imagine how far up my ass on something else I was around the time we wrote that song for me to just lose it.
Right.
So good.
Well,
It's so good.
When
I
it
would have
happened.
made T-shirts and posters and
coffee pots.
made it the title track of the record.
Yeah, dude. The
That's
thing,
a great song, dude.
it is, and both of you guys are crushing it tonight, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. You're both great. Besides the songs, I'm thoroughly enjoying listening to you guys sing and play your instrument. I am a big, I love guys who play. I play. I'm a big fan of musicians, and so it's good. When you were playing too, David, I had my eyes closed, and I wanted to listen, and it just sounds so good there from the studio. Your room is so balanced, and everything sounds great. I'm like, hit freaking record and just put this shit out. It's just so good. So, guys,
got-
great. Everyone at the studio, thank you so much for making the boys sound even better than we know they already are.
Yeah,
so,
it feels great. Like
Yeah, it
just
does.
listening to like Ben in here, and it's crazy sounding. It sounds awesome.
Well, speaking of
Likewise.
Ben, let's get on to Ben. Let's pass it on to brother Ben.
Oh,
What do you do for us, Ben?
This is one called "Nothing Makes You Think."
Is this on the record too?
This is not on the record.
Okay.
I wrote it after we recorded the whole thing, and wrote it with my buddy Brent Cobb. And Brent's always been one of my. I've listened to Brent since I was like in early high school. So I was super nervous that day when we were going in, because that was my first write with him. And I had this little lick thing, and I came in with it, and he was like, "Wait, man, play that again." And I was like, okay. And he was like, man, I've had the same lick in a different key for like a year now. And I've been like trying to like find if it's already a song or something. And I was like, I don't think it is. So we ended up writing this, but we had the same freaking lick. So it was meant to be.
I found myself in this little run-down country town where the colors of the sidewalk and the courthouse have all but faded now. Oh, but still though, you can dream just as free as a wind through a willow. It'd be easy to underestimate this rinky-dink place, but nothing sure makes you think. And I think about you, all dressed up like Christmas time, like a ruby did you shine. Back when you were mine, when your love was true, you were never on my mind. A single thought was hard to find. We had it all, left it behind, like this town here on the brink of destruction. Well, don't nothing make you think. When our hearts were full of good times and sentimental lies, I would get lost in the thought of forever in the skies. Oh, but the truth, though, is soon you'd be gone, and I'd have nothing to show. It'd be easy to underestimate this rinky-dink place, but nothing sure makes you think. And I think about you, all dressed up like Christmas time, like a ruby did you shine. Back when you were mine, when your love was true, you were never on my mind. A single thought was hard to find. We had it all, left it behind, like this town here on the brink of destruction. Well, don't nothing make you think. Oh, don't nothing make you think.
Come on with it, buddy. Come on with it. Come on.
Thank you.
Great job.
Appreciate it, man.
Awesome, dude. That's gonna be on the album, the next album.
It is. You already called it.
I called it, or the deluxe package. When we do, you put it out, and we put out 3 extra songs. That's what that's going to be. That's such a great song, dude.
Thank you, brother.
What do you think, David? I saw you over there. You about fell out, man.
So good. That like just first that B minor, I guess. It just feels so unexpected. It's great.
Thanks,
I love
brother.
that.
I love how he was also like, and when I started listening to Brent Cobb in my early high school about five
a couple
months
years
ago.
back.
No, it was the day before me and Kevin had sushi, man. I've been listening to my old
man, it was long time ago.
Long time ago.
Back when I was a boy.
Well, y'all crushed it for your first write, man. You knocked it out the park, dude.
Oh, man.
crushed it.
Thank you, buddy.
Ben Chapman, y'all, come on. The Mr. We're gonna get on with it. To Mr. Levi Lowrey sitting in his studio in Georgia. It's good to see you, my friend, and
Howdy.
you know, we got lots of people watching. Thank you guys so much for watching and commenting. Everyone, Evan, Kelly, Michelle, Nina, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Kevin, it's good to see y'all. Another guy named Kevin. And we're gonna take it here to Mr. Levi. What are you gonna do for us, Levi? Actually, do you already have something picked out?
I don't. I'm like struggling.
Can I give a? Can
Yes.
I want to talk about this song with you.
Okay.
Um,
Let me say something first, really quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Ben, I'm
Yes.
really looking forward to that record, dude.
Oh, dude, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
It's just song after song after song, man. It's really great.
Thank
really
you, brother.
great. I can't wait to hear
Appreciate it, man.
how you treated them. And
Thank you.
yeah, absolutely.
He's the shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm
Y'all are the shit.
really enjoying it a lot. And,
Kevin, I met
Thank
Ben
you.
the same time you met Ben.
Did you?
And it's just like so
Why did-
awesome to see you become just like, I mean, you were always badass, but like you're just coming into like your own, man. It's awesome.
Thank you.
I remember. I
love
think
it.
I played a revival with you, Ben, and you were on the bench with me.
I remember that. Yeah.
we did one together, and I remember. I mean, I think
That
your
was
mom-
pre-COVID days.
Yeah, and your mom and dad, I think, were there, and I just remember him going wide open on the guitar, and it's like, it's like sometimes you just know, you know the ones who are going to be in town for a while, and it's like when he opened that thing up, I was like, all right, you little shit. I said, go on with it. Go on. He's like, I'm
Oh,
new to
man.
town, y'all, but he made his statement, and that's a good thing, man. It's like, it's just we all got mad respect for you, Ben. We're glad
Thank you
you're
guys so
in
much.
town, and you say, one thing you said is you got to write with your songwriting heroes, but man, you give it a couple years, there's gonna be a kid coming in, and you're gonna be his songwriting hero, and he's gonna be saying, "Oh, I'm getting to write with Ben," and
hell, I want to write with you now.
I know.
Well, let's do it. That's what we need.
Yeah, but we're really rooting for
Oh,
you, Ben.
man.
We're proud of you, how far you've come in a short amount of time, and Southern Round crew and all of us are really rooting for your success, man.
Thank you so much,
We can't
y'all.
wait for it. We
Appreciate
can't
it.
wait for the world to see what we're already got love to see. But let's Levi.
Yeah.
There's a song that you recently wrote with our other co-host Dave Kennedy, and I'm a father.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite job in the world is being a dad, and I have a little boy named Owen, and Owen is 20 months old, and he is my best friend, man. He is my sidekick. He is, it's funny when I mean, Levi, you know me. I love hard. I laugh hard. I'm just I'm just out there, and I remember when I always had a dog, and you know how I am with my dogs, and I
Yeah.
wasn't a father yet, and I would ask my mom, I'd be like, "Do you love your kids as much as you love your dogs?" I said, "Because God, I love these dogs so much. I just love them. I love them. I love them." And is that going to be? So basically, I was saying, is loving a kid like loving my dog?
Right.
And my mom said, "I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I love the dogs more than I love y'all." I was like, "Shit!" But then I became a father in September 2019, and I just remember, it changed my life. I mean, I felt my body. I just felt this change, this wave
Yeah.
hit me, and you listen to songs and you try to capture what it means to be a father and what it means to have that connection with your child. And you and Dave did it. And I believe you wrote this song for your father.
I did.
And I would love you to talk about the song and play it for us if you don't mind.
Yeah, man. I've got a couple boys too. Actually, my oldest, he just started driving today. Actually.
Oh
So I'm like constantly checking to see where he's at.
Well, the best thing about that, man, is, hey, can you go to the grocery store and get us this?
I think that'll come. That'll
Yeah.
come as soon as I quit being scared to death.
Yeah, it's like,
You know
hey,
what I mean?
man. Yeah,
But
exactly.
then I got a youngest. I'll go through it again. He's only 12.
That's my homie.
But yeah, Rosington. He's actually a really big Kevin Mack fan.
That's my homie right there.
He loves you, dude. But anyway, I actually lost my father in last August, and I wanted to write a song for him, but I didn't want to make it a terribly sad tune that would just depress everybody in the in the room. just because he wasn't like that. And so I had a little bit of an idea and approached Dave Kennedy with it, and he helped me write this one, and I think we got it right.
Oh, you did.
I'll play it for y'all. It's called The Apple in the Tree. The apple looked up to the tree and said, when you gonna let go of me? You've been hanging on for so long now. It's time for me to fall. It's time for me to fall. The tree looked down at the apple green and said, falling sun ain't all it seems. Well, it's a long way down and that ground is hard. Let me hold you for a while. Let me hold you for a while. It's when the strong wind blows and the rain comes down, it's me who keeps you safe and sound. Let me plant one seed there in your heart. You can roll away, but don't roll far. Roll away, but don't roll far. The apple looked up to the tree so high, said, I did not know I could not fly. Where am I supposed to go from here? There ain't no place left to fall. No place left to fall. The tree looked down at the apple red and told the apple boy, just use your head. The way to grow up strong and tall, it's right there in your heart. It's right there in your heart. When a strong wind blows and the rain comes down, it's me who keeps you safe and sound. Let me plant one seed there in your heart. You can roll away, but don't roll far. Roll away, but don't roll far. The apple looked down at the tree, said, I ain't ready yet for you to leave. The tree looked up and said, can't you see? You got branches of your own. You got branches of your own. When the strong wind blows and the rain comes down, it's me who keeps you safe and sound. Let me plant one seed there in your heart. You can roll away, but don't roll far. Roll away, but don't roll far. You can roll away, but don't roll far. Roll away, don't roll far. The apple looked up to the tree and said, when you gonna let go of me?
Never. What a good song. Ain't that good, y'all?
Man,
Amazing.
Ain't that good?
that's
So sorry to hear about your dad, dude.
I appreciate you saying that, man. I miss him. I really do.
That's a song, brother. That's a great song to honor him. And
Thank you.
I know he's smiling down on you, and it's man, just the first line. I remember when y'all first played that, and it said, "Apple looked down from the tree, and when you gonna let go of me?" I was like, "Shit!" I was like, "God, dude, he just grabbed me," and I was like, because as a father, like you said, now, man, you're wondering when the boy's gonna get home, and it's like but same with Owen. It's like, I'm checking the monitor, make sure he's all right, make sure running in there, make sure he's breathing at night. It's just,
I don't think it ever ends, man.
it doesn't, man. It doesn't. You love him. And, hey, do you know Mark A. Sass?
Yeah, Mark Sass, that's my cousin.
He said, hello, cousin Levi. He's watching
Yeah.
you, man. So he got to catch that.
He's my cousin. That's my mother's side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Mark A. Sass.
Oh, come on.
Good to see you. Mark A. Is that his middle name, A?
Yeah, hey. Yeah,
Okay.
he's the Sasses. That was my
Okay,
my
is that
mother's side.
is that your mother's maiden name, Sass?
It is.
Okay. Well, Mark, I saw Mark A. Sass. I didn't know if that was his name. So, Mr. Sass, your cousin's watching you here on Southern Rounds, Levi. You want to say anything to him? He's
Yeah, Mark.
watching.
Good to see you, Mark. I'm glad you're watching. I appreciate it.
It's good to have you here, Mark. Thank you and for watching Southern Rounds. And you got a talented cousin, man. I know the family's proud of him. We love Levi and love all his songs. Thank you for sharing it with us, Levi. And thank you for playing that with me, man. I owe you one. Thank you.
Thank you for the suggestion. I was struggling over here. I was just going to wing something.
No, man, we need to hear that one. That's such a great song, guys. We're gonna do one more round. It's gonna be called this is the lightning round, guys. This is like final Jeopardy. Okay, so we're just gonna bang bang bang. So let's hit them. Just give them a song that you got, and let's get with it, y'all. In Southern Rounds, let's give them the best thing you got, y'all. I hope have you guys been enjoying yourselves? Y'all been having
so fun.
Yeah, this is the best.
Good.
Thanks for having us.
K-Mac,
man.
you're a great host, man.
Well, thanks, man. I used to be.
DK's got big shoes to fill. I know he does it too. But.
He does. He crushes it, man. He when we first started, dude. I said, man, I kind of need to take a breather, and he covers for me. But he's good too, man. We're just two different beasts. Listen, man, something's wrong with me. I know there's something wrong with me. I don't know if I'll ever find out what it is. I just have fun, and I'm having a shit ton of fun with you all night listening to your songs, and
you're perfect just the way you are, man.
Oh, thank
There's
you.
nothing wrong with you.
Damn right.
Thanks, guys. Well, come on, man. What you gonna do? Lightning round.
Here's just a peace and love song. Here we go.
All right.
I like the idea that every day's a lesson of wonder and expression, a tale we've yet to tell. Oh, and I like the idea that love is all around us, limitless and boundless, here to save us from ourselves. Got so many ideas that I don't know where to start. Still searching for answers when I know just where they are. I like the idea that hope is a chameleon. It can blend in with the ceiling, but it's never truly lost, no. And I like the idea that we can dance for rain, that there's a place where there's no pain, and that living's worth the cost. Got so many ideas that I don't know where to start. Still searching for answers when I know just where they are. Come on, baby. Yeah. Got so many ideas that I don't know where to start. Still searching for answers, though I know just where they are. And I like the idea that our oceans will recover, will unlock and rediscover what it means to live in peace. Oh, and I like the idea we can be our brothers' keepers and our sisters' believers, and we will be released. Oh, I like the idea.
Woo! Come on, David. Come on with it, y'all. That's beautiful, man. Well, listen,
Thanks, man.
lightning round. Pick, pass, spin, Chapman. Go, 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 go. Come on.
Oh, yeah. It's called Make the Night Better Than It Was. Wrote my buddy Adam Wright.
guilty to be preaching, ain't smart enough for teaching. Just playing while the people catch a buzz. I ain't up here politicking, just trying to do some picking, make the night better than it was. I ain't trying to change the world, I ain't trying to steal your girl, just doing what a poor broke singer does. And I'm higher than the moon, trying to keep this thing in tune, make the night better than it was. Well, the days are getting longer, the longer I run, but today the day is over, and the night is just begun. Trying to make a million, just trying to share a feeling, maybe even make a couple bucks. I'm just down at the bar, trying to be a star, make the night better than it was. Well, the days are getting longer, oh, the longer I run, but today the day is over, and the night is just begun. Well, I call it a winner. If they can feed me dinner, I can put some gas back in the truck. And if all them people drinking leave here thinking, made the night better than it was. And if all them people drinking leave here thinking, made the night better than it was.
Woo! Come on, man. Come on, Ben
thank you,
Chapman
man.
right there in the lightning round. Y'all, come on, and we're going to take it home. Great job, boys. We're going to take it home with Brother Levi from Georgia. The boys are in Nashville. Levi, lightning round. Hit them what you got, buddy. Come on.
It was an absolute honor to share the stage with you guys. Thank you, Ben
Likewise.
and David.
Hey, back
Thank you,
at you,
Kevin, so
man.
much. Appreciate you.
Thank y'all for having us
awesome.
do
Yeah,
this.
man.
Thank y'all for doing this, man. What a great platform.
This is
for-
awesome.
for the people.
Well, in 2007, I took a little trip along with my guitar across the mighty Mississippi, and I was heading out to Cali for a show or two. I've been driving for a damn long time, my eyes getting heavy, and my throat was dry, so I stopped off in this little Texas town for a brew. Well, everyone stared, I don't know why. I had my aviators on just to shade my eyes. It must have been the long hair and sandals I had on. Yeah, I just wasn't quite Western enough, no boots, hats, or buckles, or any of that stuff, and my t-shirt had some lyrics from a Bob Marley song. So I sat at the bar and I put my head down low, figured just one beer, then I would go, 'cause I'd never been one to go around looking for a fight. I finished that beer, put my tip on the bar, started making my way out front of the car. I thought I'd hit the road and everything would be alright. Wrong. You know, things don't always go as planned. You just gotta play the cards in your hand, and that day God dealt me a 2 and a 7 offsuit. 'Cause I'd almost made it to the door when suddenly I found my ass on the floor, and I'd looked up to see what I'd gotten myself into. Well, he's about 6'5", 1,100 pounds. It was him and his buddies all standing around, just staring down at me with this evil look in their eyes. He said, "You look like damn liberal bastard. I bet you love Mountain Albright and you hate Dennis Hastert and judging by the hippies you're wearing, I'd say I'm right." He said, "You're an unpatriotic Yankee piece of shit. Vote Hillary Clinton for president. If you'll step outside, I'll knock some sense in your head." He did. Well, things are escalating mighty fast. I had to think of something quick to save my ass, so I stood up, brushed myself off, looked at him and said, "Well, I'm an all-American son of a bitch. I buy import cars and cigarettes, and I buy my lotto tickets from an Indian. Well, This Chinese woman cleans my clothes, my grass gets cut by Juan and Pablo till the feds catch up and kick both their asses out. I'm about as unpatriotic as anybody here, and I pointed out his German beer, hoping and a praying I can make him see the light. You see, them leather boots are from New Zealand, and that Swiss Army watch, I got its name for a reason. Now, don't you feel ashamed when people ask for the time? Lots of words. Now, sir, I'll be glad to step outside if you can look me dead in the eye and tell me where that all-American cowboy hat was made. I crossed my fingers, prayed to God I was right, 'cause if I wasn't, there was gonna be a fight. But he hung his head down low and he whispered, China. Well, I caught a little understanding in his eyes, but the effect wasn't quite what I had had in mind. 'Cause he pulled his Russian pistol and he chased me out the door. I'm an all-American son of a bitch. I buy import cars and cigarettes, and I buy my lotto tickets from an Indian. This Chinese woman cleans my clothes, my grass gets cut by Juan and Pablo till the feds catch up and kick both their asses out. Oh yeah, I'm an all-American son of a bitch. I buy import cars and cigarettes, I buy my lotto tickets from an Indian. This Chinese woman cleans my clothes, grass gets cut by Juan and Pablo till the feds catch up and kick both their asses out. Yeah, till the feds catch up and kick both their asses out.
Come on with it now, Levi Lowrey, y'all.
Thank you.
All
Yeah,
American,
man.
baby. Come on.
It's awesome.
Man, what a great Southern Rounds we had tonight, man. I have been your host for the evening. My name is Kevin Mack. David Borné, thank you so much. Mr. Ben Chapman, thank you so much. My brother from another mother, Mr. Levi Lowrey, I love you, man. Love
you,
all
brother.
three of
Thank
you.
you.
Thank all three of you for coming.
Thanks
Much
for having us,
Thank
buddy.
you.
Oh man, we have enjoyed it. Everyone has enjoyed it. Some of the comments, everyone just saying, "You the man, Levi. You the man, Ben. You the man, David." They love you, y'all. Everyone had such a good time, and so did I. My name is Kevin Mack, and next week we will be back with another Southern Rounds. Check it out. I think it's Claire Bowen and Wyatt Durrett and the crew going to be here next week, and then the following week, guess what? I get to play one. It's
Yeah.
going to be me and my brother, Mr. Jacob Lida, and Mr. Paul Overstreet. So, legend. He's going to come and join us and have a good old time, y'all, on Southern Round. So we look forward to seeing you. Please take care of each other. Be kind to one another, and keep listening to good music. I'm Kevin Mack. We'll see you next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. This has been Southern Rounds.